My story can never be told. I write all I know of it, and then I throw the pages to the wind.
I think there's been a lot of vampire stories over the last 6 years or so. Twilight. So it was quite nice to see a film that took that kind of gore, gothic type element, but really made it more about the relationship between this mother and her daughter.
My mother lives on human blood and has done for 2 centuries.
There is a code that we survived by, Eleanor. Keep it.
When I first was presented with the project, it wasn't so much of a vampire film. We actually developed that. It was definitely more about this strange young girl and her sister/mother.
What drew me in was the script and the characters and the possibilities of moving between present and past, and the fact that it was about a young girl trying to tell her story, and the fact that her mother wouldn't let her tell her story, and all that sort of stuff.
I think that's what really sets it apart from any other movie within the genre, is this feminine relationship.
Eleanor wrote her life story, and she's quite insistent that it's true. I don't expect you to be flattered by this, but in it she describes you as a superiant, which I believe is a sort of vampire.
Well, she has got a great imagination. I hope she gets top marks.
Really, Gemma and I just got on well straight away, and we have a very similar work ethic. You know, we like to have a laugh on set, but it's still very professional, and I hope.
She's a great laugh, and I always think it's nice when you can have a laugh with somebody on set. You know that you can go places with them. You know, you're on the same sort of wavelength. And the mother-daughter/sister stuff, because it is at times more like a sister relationship, came very, very naturally.
It just kind of naturally worked, you know. But we talked about things while we were shooting and tried out different things. And again, it was lovely to have those scenes where we got to shout at each other and have it be very kind of bitchy, you know.
I was so lucky that they both wanted to play it, and they were both so desperate to play it. They hung around for the movie to happen because the finance kept falling through, as it happens with independent movies these days, you know.
I walk, and the past walks with me.
I've followed you for many years.
We have to leave.
I don't want to lie anymore. I've told you how I live.
I'm never merciful, and knowledge is a fatal thing.
It is quite unnerving at times, and it is quite gory, and I think that's what people will want from a vampire type film.
Audiences can expect to be moved and horrified, and also taken on a journey into storytelling. It's like reading a book.
It feels almost folklore or something, like folklore, which I find really interesting. It almost makes it a bit more believable, like it really comes from a storybook.
I think we're always drawn in by vampire stories because we kind of love. We don't want to believe the real world is all there can be.
This is the end.